Welcome back, grade 12, to our chapter of Deep Water by William Douglas. We have already completed this chapter, but I would like to share something more with you as revision note. So this additional note will help you to have a better understanding of the chapter. Have a look at the note and then you will feel more confident about attempting any further question of this chapter. William Douglas, the author, had a great desire. Desire means wish to learn swimming since childhood. At the age of 3 or 4, he was knocked down and buried by a wave at a beach in California. In California, when they had gone for a vacation, there he was knocked down, means he was thrown down. He was thrown down on the beach and buried. Buried means he was under the wave at a beach in California. He was thrown down and he was under the wave of a giant wave at a beach in California. So whenever we face any kind of unforgettable experience when we are very small, so that experience, that unforgettable or any kind of nightmarish, scary experience, if we experience that kind of feeling when we are very small, that feeling will never go away from you. If you have faced fear when you were small, that fear might be still there with you. That kind of fear might be still there with you. So in this case, we find that the child had faced deep fear at the age of 3 or 4. And what happened to the child? He was thrown down, he was pushed down, and a giant wave, it just moved over him and he was under the wave. So he developed a great aversion to water. He developed a great fear, a great avoidance to water. He was not at all comfortable with water. At the age of 10 or 12, he decided to learn swimming with water wings at the YMCA pool, since it was safe at the shallow end, at the little end where the height of the water was less. He wanted to learn swimming with water wings, and that too at the age of 10 or 11. So the first incident, the fear, was at the age of 3 or 4. Then at the age of 10 or 11, he experienced a second fear. What was the misadventure that happened with him? While sitting alone and waiting for the others to come at the pool, a big boy came, and he was such a bully that he threw Douglas into the deep end of the pool. Douglas swallowed water and went straight down to the bottom of the pool. While going down, he was thinking to make a big jump upwards, but he was not able to. And immediately, when he was not able to, deep fear possessed him. He was completely captured. He was completely full of deep unknown fear, because he was going deep and deep and deep under the water. He tried to shout but could not shout. As he went down the pool second time, he tried to jump upwards, but it was a waste of energy. Why it was a waste of energy? Because the fear, the terror held him down deeper and deeper. During the third attempt, he sucked water instead of air. During the third time, he sucked water instead of air. So light was going out and there was no more panic. So once he had sucked water instead of air, immediately life was slowly going out of him. And what happened? He was losing consciousness. Light, immediately there was darkness all around. There was darkness all around, and there was no more panic because he was close to death. He was close to unconsciousness. And so he ceased all efforts. He suddenly stopped all the efforts and he became unconscious, because it is so easy to relax, to forget everything. It is so easy to relax and forget everything. And so he stopped fighting and he relaxed and he lost his consciousness. He crossed to oblivion. What is the meaning of oblivion? It means unconsciousness. He crossed to deep unconsciousness. When he revived, when he came back to consciousness, he found himself vomiting. He was throwing up beside the pool. He was in grip of fear of water, and it deprived him of the joys of canoeing, boating, swimming, and fishing. He was so possessed with fear. First time when he was at the age of 3 or 4, he was knocked down and he developed fear towards water. The second time, he went under the water like this at the YMCA pool. So he was very, very scared of water. He was very, he was not at all comfortable with water. He was so terrorized with water, and so he became so much possessed with fear, that he did not like canoeing, he did not like boating, he did not like swimming and any kind of water sports, fishing, canoeing, boating, swimming. He did not like, he was not able to enjoy the sports because he was so full of fear of water. So he hired an instructor to teach him swimming. The instructor taught him swimming piece by piece. He went to different lakes to swim and found tiny vestiges of fear still gripped him. Now he went to various deep and different lakes to swim, but he found that small bits of fear still was remaining with him. So he overcame that feeling, and he challenged the fear and he swam. He swam bravely, courageously, and up and down the warm lake, and he finally overcame his fear of water. And soon Douglas realized that in death there is peace and there is terror only in the fear of death. Will to live is stronger than the fear of death. So once we die, we die. It is all so peaceful in death. But once we fear death, it is a continuous terror in our minds. So we must not fear death. We must not fear anything, because fear exists only in our minds, and that creates terror, and we are not able to live happily and peacefully. All courageous people, they die only once, and cowards, they die many times. So we should have the will to live, and that will to live should be stronger than the fear of death. Death is inevitable. It is going to come anytime to everybody. So that way, if we fear death, there is absolutely no happiness if we are living. So we must not fear death. Let us forget death and live the life happily, cheerfully, bravely. Right, children? So I will have to upload a small assignment. Check out whether you are able to. If you have any doubts, please forward your doubts on the WhatsApp. I believe after explaining so many times, you will not have the doubt. But still, if you happen to have, please share your doubts, right? Thank you. God bless you.